the way like Abilene was kind of ran, like it kind of helped me transition in pro ball a lot better. Because like our everyday, like our day in the life in Abilene is pretty similar to like a day in the life in pro ball.
All right, it's another edition of the Bison Bulletin. We've got this last interview we have before the season gets started, and what a way to end the offseason and transition into the season with a man who made a big splash during the middle of last season. He is the only player to get drafted from the Bison. It is Braydon Risley joining us here from the San Francisco Giants organization, San Jose. Braydon, how you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
No, this is awesome, man. The first Bison player to get drafted, and just what an accomplishment that was. You know, it's funny because you think about where you were last year around this time. You're getting ready for a Flying Bison season to get started. Now you're with A-Ball in San Jose. How is that transition going from last year now to this year?
I think the way like Abilene was kind of ran, like it kind of helped me transition in pro ball a lot better. Because like our everyday, like our day in the life in Abilene is pretty similar to like a day in the life in pro ball. Um, Not much school, no assignments, so that's nice. I mean it's strictly just baseball, so you can kind of just hone in and get your work done and play the game and then get out of there. So it's kind of taking the pressure off of that. So it's been really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of things that you're able to do, you kind of have more of a free will to kind of just focus on the baseball aspect. And you had that last year with the Bison. You look at where you are this season right now with the Giants, 3-1 record in 7 games pitched this year, 36 strikeouts go along with it, and a nice sub-3 ERA at 2.6. What's been going right for you to start off the 2026 season?
Really just commanding the strike zone. Just trying to lock in and execute every single pitch. I think that's helped me a lot uh, this year compared to like years in the past. Is just commanding all of my pitches in the zone, and not letting myself get to three ball counts.
Yeah, and that's kind of a bit of a similar thing that you got to do last year, especially the back end that helped you kind of elevate that draft stock to another level. We look at that time with the Bison last year leading up to when you did get drafted. When did you kind of start to realize that, hey, this, getting drafted in 2025 is going to be a huge reality for you? When was that adjustment?
I honestly wasn't like for certain on anything. I had heard a couple things from like a couple teams, but nothing like really like made me for certain that I was getting drafted. I know like out in the summer, there's a few teams that came out there, um, and I was talking to a few of those, but it really didn't come a reality until the day of and whenever I got the phone call.
Yeah, that kind of alludes to my next question. What was that reaction like? How did that process go when you got the call you're getting drafted, and then what were you doing at that moment?
We were sitting in the living room. It was me, my brother, my mom, and my dad. My sister, she's in the Air Force, and so I think she was watching it on TV too. She had it pulled up. Um, but I think the draft tracker was a little late on the TV, and so I ended up getting a FaceTime from my head coach at Grayson, Cal Hernandez, and so he'd FaceTime me, and he was freaking out. He's like, "Let's go, let's go," and I was like, "What happened?" And then I looked up at the TV, and then my name popped up, and so that was pretty sick. Um, and then like the area scout and everybody in the organization called and said that they took me, and then um, my agent ended up calling me as well. And yeah, it was just so surreal. Like it was just a dream come true.
Yeah, I know you talked about kind of the delayed reaction on the TV. Was it like the ticker at the bottom that was scrolling through it, or was it actually on TV that they had it?
The little ticker that was scrolling through it. I think like the first like 5 rounds or so were on TV. Not too sure. Can't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was a little like where your name just pops up and what organization took you, and yeah, it was kind of sick seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the dream, right? You want to
Yeah.
get drafted and then getting that your name come across, something you're not expecting to see, but then all of a sudden here you go, and now all these emotions are coursing through you. So that's quite an accomplishment. I remember where we were at the apartments, just hearing about it. And then once we found out, we're like, okay, we got to get this out as soon as possible. Like, congratulations all over. And then it took the world by storm. So a lot of people were super excited to see that for you.
Awesome.
So you look at where you are now with A-ball in San Jose, the travel for y'all. How much is that different from obviously the summer collegiate side? Because we always hear about the minor league grinders, right? And just all the things that go along with that. What's the travel like at the A-ball level?
Yeah, so we play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Mondays are either like our days off or our travel days. Um, and so if we're going on the road, we'll travel on Monday and get to where we're going. I think our furthest drive is like 7.5 hours. So it's a hike. But it's fun. You're on the bus with the boys and we kill time. So it's been really fun. But yeah, you'll travel down there, play Tuesday through Sunday, and then after the game on Sunday, you'll head back to San Jose, and then you get Monday off. We normally golf. A few of the guys been up to San Francisco. We're only like 45 minutes away. So they'll go catch like a big league game or something like that. Go to the beach. So we got some options to spend a off day on Mondays. So it's been nice.
Have you found yourself as a prolific golfer now that you have some time to get to it more often?
I've found myself as being a very bad golfer, actually.
But that's not the worst thing, because then you're just enjoying it and ahead of time, hey, I'm probably not going to be very good at this.
Yeah, I went to Walmart and bought I bought like 6 dozen golf balls before 18 holes, because I mean you never know.
How many actually made it back after that first 18?
Actually, I only lost like 6. It was actually not a bad day.
Okay, that's a great day.
It was really good. It was really good. We were playing a scramble with a couple other pitchers, and yeah, it was really good.
Okay, I like that. I like that. When you talk about some of the things you got to deal with last year, obviously this year you're bonding a lot with the guys. You talk about the road trips there. Last season, you had a very close group of people that you're with. Obviously, growing up in that DFW area, knew some of these guys, but you have all the bonding that you have throughout the season. Is there anybody that you still talk with from last year?
Yeah, I talk to Jake and Amir a lot. I call Jake probably 2-3 times a week, actually. And then I'll talk to Fuller every now and then. But yeah, I try to keep up with everybody. I follow everybody on Instagram, see how they're doing. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, Amir's going to be good. We'll have him back for another season. The Cy Young Award winner returns to the Bison for 2026, so we'll be excited to have him again. Rushing, another guy, will be part of the team this year. So a lot of exciting things. Glad you still keep in touch. Braydon, I don't want to keep you too long. Last thing to kind of ask you, our season starts June 2nd in Lake Charles. You'll be at home in San Jose that week. You've received so much praise for everything that you've done. You got to spend a lot of time with us last year. You get drafted, and the praise continues for what you're able to do and just spend your time in Abilene. Do you have a message to the fan base just going into the 2026 season?
I appreciate all the support that I had. That it meant a lot going through the season. I hope that 2026 season brings nothing but the best for Abilene, and hopefully we can go win the league and go win the championship.
Yeah, this will be an exciting time. But Braydon, we appreciate it. It was great to have you on this call, and looking forward to seeing you continue doing great things.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.